Gunda's Games! Haha! Welcome, one and all, to Firewatch. Now, I think you can tell a little bit from the screen here. Obviously, we are watching for fires. There's a little outpost. Rocky outcrop. Whatever can this mean? Well, I can tell you that some of the people that made the first Walking Dead games were behind this, and I am super excited for it. Oh my, am I ever. If the game loads. There we go. Hadn't seen past that screen, so don't know. Boulder, Colorado, 1975. You see Julia. Or you see Julia, perhaps. Do I click? Oh, okay. We are interacting at this point. But first, I want to refresh my stream window, because it's still showing the stream will begin shortly, which is inaccurate. I just want to make sure that everything is caught up to where it should be. Yeah, there we go. Alright, good. Now then, let us interact. She's about your age. Oh, you see Julia. She's about your age, late 20s, laughing with well-dressed professors and grad students from nearby CU Boulder. You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. You approach her. You are drunk. So what's your major? You're pretty. How tactful do we want to be this evening? Are we suave and know how to talk to people, at least somewhat? Or are we totally drunk and dumb? Hey, you're pretty. Hey. I think we should at least know how to hold a conversation. Suave drunk, not bumbling drunk? I'm down with that. You slur the word major, and it smells like Coors. Really? Coors? Come on. You give an awkward smile. Evolutionary biology, she says, and I'm a professor. Cool, you reply. What's yours, she asks. She sniffs the air. Toxicology? Was that a burn? She says definitely. Worried she hurt your feelings, she asks if you want to split a cheeseburger. 1 week later, you are Julia's boyfriend. Clearly it worked out. Oh. Oh, hello. This is different from the intros we've seen so far. Because the previews were already up in the woods. Left click to use objects. Backpack. I have backpack. Should I press a button? Nope. Okay. Alright. Do we go to the car? Oh, load the gear onto the truck bed. Can do. You date for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. Yar, she driving me nuts. I'm a pirate now, in Colorado. There's not much work, yar. You move in. You share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. You drink beer just about anywhere. Life is good. Oh, this line worries me a little bit. Also, I like the fact that moving the mouse moves the background. Julia wants to get a dog. Oh, I hear puppies in the background. There's a scruffy, undersized beagle. Julia's in love. She wants to bring it with her to class. There's also an intimidating but gentle-eyed German shepherd. Nothing bad could happen to Julia while walking this dog. It's badass. Pick up the beagle and she names him Bucket. Or you adopt the shepherd and name him Mayhem. Bucket or Mayhem? Now, it's a beagle, so I'm kind of okay with it being a small dog. It's not something yappy, like a Pomeranian or a Dachshund. But shepherds are underappreciated. Alright. Beagle, but I'm calling him Snoopy. Bucket's a good dog, and a week later, you've totally forgotten about the other one. Julia loves him. You love him too. That's good. I hope someone nice comes along and gets the German Shepherd, but I'm glad I love this dog. 1979. You talk out on the deck. It's summer. 9:30 p.m. and the heat still radiates off of the high desert. What do you think about kids? She asks. Bum bum bum. Kids? They're not very smart or good at much. I'm saying if you and I have a couple little idiots. I'm pretty good. One day, why rush? Personally, my first question is, are we financially stable enough to support children? Because I love children, and would love to have children at some point, but am I able to support these kids and keep them in a lovely state of being awesome? Because if not, I don't know. But I'm gonna go with I want kids, because everything seems alright with these two. In that case, we should probably get married. Yeah, I'd like that, you say. These kids are going to be screwed up enough. It's probably for the best their parents are hitched. You say she's absolutely right. That's a very good proposal right there. This being alone out in the woods with the truck kind of saddens me here. Also, there's no beagle in here. Why is this? Thoroughfare Trailhead. Two Forks Region Overview. Beartooth Point. Thoroughfare Basin. Supply Drop. Wapiti Meadow. Mule Point. Thunder Canyon. Jonesy Lake. 5 Mile Creek. Cottonwood Creek. Can't even read that one. Oh, there we go. Zoom in with right click. And Two Forks Lookout. I'm thinking we'll be getting to know this area very well. Not forget to check in. No fireworks. You're in their country. Learn to live with bears. Good to know. Not recommended for inexperienced hikers. A primitive backcountry trail. Well, that's rude. Backcountry. Psh. Oh. A little bit of lag. To be expected. It's a Thursday night. 1980. It's a Thursday night, and Julia is 4 hours late. She doesn't call. You're worried and getting angry by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. However you feel, it is best to talk about it. You call her an inconsiderate asshole. She tells you to fuck yourself and to not be such a baby. You call her selfish. She knows you mean it, and it hurts her feelings. Oh, I'm sorry, but talking is important. 1981. Julia still likes to draw. She draws plants from her research. She draws all the places you go. She draws you. You pose and flex like He-Man, or you frolic like a Victoria's Secret model. Well, I'm sure she does both, but I would rather frolic. He-Man's overdone. Very nice. Very nice. I want that picture. Oh, it's quite high up. This is very beautiful. I'm enjoying the reds, the golds. It's a very nice evening sort of color scheme. Two Forks Lookout Tower, 8 more miles still. Spacebar to climb over obstructions. Boing. Somewhere over there. 1982. During the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking Bucket at night. The dog is doing well. Last a good few years now. There's a festival in town. It brings in folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. Bucket gets kicked. Fuck. Dog! Julia yells. She gets flustered and has trouble speaking when she is stressed. You confront the attacker. Either you scare him away, or you beat his goddamn face in. You kicked a dog. You kicked the dog. And he's trying to get you with a knife. You beat his goddamn face in. That's what we do. Your arm gets cut up, but you beat the guy to a pulp. You don't feel very tough. You cry your eyes out before the cops show up. You got cut with a knife! You got stabbed! What are you talking about? Julia asks to take a different path from that day forward. So you say, okay, you don't want to go that way either. From then on, you walk by the river. (1984) Plans to have kids get waylaid by work. Julia gets offered a job at Yale. Yale is in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. It's a great job, associate department chair. She wants to move. You absolutely do not. Convince her to not take the job, or agree if she commutes back and forth. From Colorado? Man, you're stubborn. Alright, dude. Alright, Henry. But I will not convince her to not follow her dreams. You ask her if she'll commute back and forth. You don't want to move to Connecticut. She says that'll be hard, but she'll do it if you won't move. You tell her not to pass it up if it's what she wants. She agrees. She flies back to Boulder 3 times each semester. 1985. Julia is sent home from Yale on paid leave after having an episode. She lost it on a colleague for borrowing books that were important to her research. She didn't remember she had happily loaned them to him just 2 days prior. I know where this is going. She was found crying in the stairwell. You say that maybe you guys should talk to someone about it? Make macaroni and drink wine and try to forget about it. While this is a nice gesture and we should make macaroni and drink wine anyway, we should talk to someone about it. After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, they are worried that Julia might be suffering from early onset dementia. She's 41. Journal. Hello, ladies. Bucket is getting older. Julia comments that it's kind of nice because he gets in less trouble around the house. A week later, she goes back to the university. that was unexpected. But I did say I wanted to see the picture, so there we go. 1987. Julia's affliction gets worse. She can't remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car to the next town over for no particular reason. Has to be brought home by the police. She's devastated. She is sent home on permanent medical leave. Some days you get the Julia who calls you a dope and your unborn children little idiots, and the other days you get a stranger. She pulls you into bed to make love. After 5 minutes, she goes into a panic, believing her dad is at the door. You tell her family. They are crushed and begin to make trips to and from their home in Australia to visit her. For a while, your friends come by with little things to brighten the day. She gets worse. (1988) You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Daniel, the nurse. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care, a home. It sits with you for a couple months. You can do this. Steady on. Oh, this is pretty. Oh, there's a deer. It is impossibly hard. The worst is when you get mad at her, like when she tries to cook her own food. You can't do anything without her, and she can't do anything without you. When she goes to sleep, you stay up for a few hours, drinking on the deck, watching baseball in the summer, college basketball in the winter, drinking then too. You start going out after you put her to bed. The first time you do it, you worry about her getting up and walking around while you're gone. No. You go to the same bar at the boring end of Pearl Street. It's nice there. Over time, you tell Sheila, the bartender, everything. It's a huge weight off. You're home and in bed by 1 a.m. a couple nights a week. You look forward to those nights. One night, you're stopped at a DUI checkpoint, 1989. You blow a 10% and are taken to jail. Wow, that's pretty high. You considered trying to hide it, but you tell your sister-in-law, Susan. Uh-oh. Julia's parents take the next plane from Australia. They can't believe the state your house is in. Then they tell you Julia is coming to live with them. You don't argue. You say you'll visit soon. A few weeks go by. Summer is coming and you see an ad in the paper for a job. You take it. Here we are. What's with the little green floaty bits? Looks like they're supposed to be part of the reeds. Anyway. Oh. Oh man. Oh, that's nice. Oh, it's beautiful out here. Turn on the power. Alright. That was a bit rough.
Hello, Two Forks Tower.
Well, these are just already kind of here.
Tower, this is Thoroughfare Tower. Come in.
Alright, alright. Contact supervisor on radio. Hold left shift to activate radio. Oh, okay, gotta scroll. Release left shift to talk to Delilah.
Hello? Whoever this is?
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah, that's what the guy said on the phone.
So, what's wrong with you?
Excuse me?
People take this job to get away from something. So, what's wrong?
What's wrong with you?
That's a great idea. Go ahead.
Look, I just hiked for 2 days, so I don't really follow whatever it is you're doing right now.
You take a stab at what's wrong with me.
Fine, then can I sleep forever?
Sure, buddy. Okay, now go ahead.
Okay, you're probably just rebelling against a mom who wishes you had given her grandkids, by the sound of your voice, at least 15 years ago. You come out here and it really grinds her gears and you love it. Can I sleep now?
Well, she also says I fuck immature men, but in my defense, who wouldn't want a 28-year-old with ambition and energy and some fire in his belly in bed?
Fire?
Hey, I'm going now.
Just a second, now it's my turn.
Okay, good night, bye.
Let's see. I don't know anything about you.
Once
but
this scene's over, we're
9
gonna
times out
turn
of
on...
10, folks out here simply got dumped.
Huh, is that it?
Close?
Supplies for
Night.
Two Forks.
Good night. Welcome to the job.
Firewatch.